to a brand new reaction. This time we're reacting to another video dropped by Game Informer on Spider-Man PS4. This one titled, Why Spider-Man is So Important. Speaking of Spider-Man, PS4, got the Game Informer magazine. I actually got this a few weeks ago. I believe I posted this on my Twitter and my Insta, but hey. As well as you guys may also know, tomorrow is the 4th. Which of course you guys may also know is Star Wars Day. Now something like, oh, you know, the Last Jedi, where's the unboxing? That video will actually be dropping tomorrow, on May the 4th. I'll also be streaming some Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yes, we'll get back to the Let's Play series. Hopefully the game doesn't crash on me, like it has been doing on the past, like it has in most of my Let's Play. That's why I'm really hesitant about that game. Like, I'm gonna finish it, but I'm like, streaming is kind of pain when it's constantly crashing, you know? So yeah, unboxing of this will drop tomorrow. Yeah, I actually filmed the unboxing like a few weeks back. You'll know because I talked about how the new Bleach trailer just came out, but you guys know I reacted to that. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, unboxing to that tomorrow. We'll be dropping. As well, now, you guys know, since we're talking about Spider-Man, and I am, of course, wearing a DVD shirt, so I want to talk about what I found out on Tokyo Source. Now you guys know, Avengers Infinity War has been breaking records and selling millions. Disney's making it rain with that MCU money. Of course, it's now the highest grossing movie, the highest grossing movie in an opening weekend, domestically and maybe also internationally, but definitely in the States topping The Force Awakens. But in Japan, it was actually second place. Some of you might say, Nani? How is that possible? How the hell did Avengers Infinity War, a movie that's been building up for 10 years, not become first in Japan? How is this possible? What sorcery is this? Well, for my anime fans, you probably won't be surprised by this, but it's lost to a Detective Conan movie. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, for my non-anime fans watch this, or people that are just not really in the know about it, or like kind of like casual, they don't really know a lot about stuff. Some of you guys might be saying, what the fuck is Detective Conan? Well, Detective Conan, at least out here in the U.S., case closed, but a lot of people here in the States don't call it Detective Conan. No, I alternate. Detective Conan, along with One Piece, well, they're both not really that popular here stateside compared to like other animes like Naruto, you know, Dragon Ball Z, etc. In Japan, they the shit. Like, take the popularity and that Pokemon, Naruto, and Dragon Ball had when they first hit, times it by like 10,000, and then you have the popularity of pretty much what One Piece and Detective Conan are in Japan. I feel like that's not even hot. That's still underestimated, because from at least when James Hatchman was in Japan, One Piece is fucking everywhere. So yeah, these are kind of, I guess you could say it's almost like Disney. It's like Japan's version of Disney's One Piece and, you know, Detective Conan. So yeah, when you look at them, like, okay, Detective Conan makes sense. And plus, apparently Japan's trailers and ads for the movie were kind of shit. I mean, Tokyo Source leaked the video, but I couldn't watch it because it was like blocked or was unavailable. Saw screenshots. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't get a trade. Maybe the Japanese, or maybe the Disney of Japan, or whoever thought the Japanese were not worthy of our epic trailers for Infinity War. But hey, so yeah, just gonna want to drop a little FYI that Avengers Infinity War still can't beat Detective Conan in Japan. I'm still kind of a little surprised with that, because I think this movie's been popped up for 10 years. I mean, yeah, Detective Conan's been out for, it's been like running for like, what, 20 years? So it has a lot more history, but I'm like, you know, but whatever. Whatever, I'm not mad, I'm just like, no surprise when you know how popular Detective Conan is in Japan. So yeah, let's begin.
My mind, he's the greatest superhero of all time.
Damn straight.
I would rank him as one of the greatest fictional characters.
Damn straight.
Spider-Man was a character who came in at the right time and flipped the tables. You know, the heroes that came before were all invented in the Great Depression.
Captain America.
And they were all fantasy, escapism. They had no problems, because people didn't want to read about problems. People had problems in their own life. They were serious problems, and they wanted from their comic books, they wanted escapism. And they wanted perfect heroes. And that was just what
like a manga was for Japan in the 80s.
These, you know, perfect square-jawed millionaires and gods and goddesses and aliens from outer space. And in the story,
those are DC characters.
And that's just the way it was, and they were great.
Green Lantern.
Those are all great characters. 20 years later, you have Stan Lee Steve Ditko,
the GOAT, Stan Lee.
And they wanted to do the opposite. Part of it is marketing. Hey, let's zig where they're zagging. Part of it was it's a different generation. At the time, Marvel didn't know if it was going to be in business. So they're like, we may only have one shot. Let's just tell the superhero stories that we want to tell. In fact, it was Stan Lee's wife who said to him, Stan, just tell the story you want to tell. In this one issue of Amazing Fantasy 15. And so they did. And it changed all the rules. And at first it was very controversial.
Came in with out of tears, some of her kids, when they were watching Kung Fu and they thought
and
Dragon
the boss
Ball.
said, what the hell are you doing? You have this character wearing a full mask. Like burglars. Burglars cover their face. Superheroes don't cover their face. They wear a little
what about
mask
Batman?
when they have
He wears a mask. The Green Lantern wears a mask.
He's got a bug on his chest. Everyone hates bugs. Worst of all, he's a skinny teenager. If a kid is in the comic, they're either a sidekick or they're getting saved. They're not the star. Like, what the hell are you doing? And then they got the sales numbers. And their boss said, keep doing it. Because, as I said, different generation. And it was teens who now had disposable income. You know, it's the kids of the greatest generation. The economy is doing great. They have money. They want to read about themselves. That was one of the many ways that Spider-Man was just different from any hero that came before. And he wasn't the popular teenager. He wasn't the jock. Seriously, that would have been the hero. Spider-Man is the outcast. He's the nerd. He's in the corner. He's the angry young man. That if you read the first, especially 20 issues of Spider-Man, because you see him on his journey, and he's still upset, and he's wounded, and he's angry at the world. He's had a life of being dumped on. The wound is very fresh of being responsible for the death of Uncle Ben. And he finally has his powers, and he's grappling with that, and he's constantly going on that journey of, can I use my powers to make money for my poor aunt? Can I use my powers to be famous? He grapples with that for a while, even past his origin, he grapples with that. He gets beat up all the time. Every new villain that shows up kicks his ass. Sandman, Vulture, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, they all wreck Spider-Man. Most of the early Spider-Man stories are that same story. The villain shows up, wrecks him. Sometimes Spider-Man, he's crying, he's wounded, he throws his costume in the trash, he's like, never again. And then he has to like gather himself and then say, how can I beat them? They're older than me, they're smarter than me. What do I have that they don't have? Goes back to who he is. He's a kid who loves science. So he thinks about, how can I beat them? How can I create something that can cancel out their powers? I love the first 20 issues of Amazing Spider-Man because they invented what Spider-Man was. And from that moment, every other superhero story has been either trying to replicate that or do the opposite of that. But he is a lightning rod. When Spider-Man arrived, it changed everything. And every superhero story after that is in response to Spider-Man.
I would argue that it doesn't really apply to DC because, I mean, you compare stuff with like Superman, Batman. I don't think Spider-Man. When I watch Nolan, I see their stuff, but maybe we might be talking about their heroes, like yeah, he's right. Everything he says is true. So, like I've said in previous videos, guys, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. He is the GOAT in my eyes, GOAT status. With Batman coming in second place and Deku from Hiroaka coming in third. Which that episode last week, whew, man. Ah, man. Watch, I was like, this is why Deku's my favorite character, because he reminds me so much of Spider-Man. And that's why I love him so much. Yeah. So I also got another match reaction from the Greatest Royal Rumble for you guys coming out later today after I'm done with this. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you like. Link to the below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.